I've always wanted to do this. So I'm going to critique someone's critique. Why not? You got these YouTubers watching YouTubers. Alright, here we go.
4 main reasons, and in this video I'm going to debunk all of them. This video will help equip you to know how to respond to this if you hear these objections in the future. So are you ready? Here we go. Number 1. Greater works will we do.
So let's turn to John chapter 14 and look at this. It says, "Very truly I tell you, the one who believes in me will also do the works that I do. And in fact, will do greater works than these, because I am going to the Father. I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son." Show me a single man on this planet that can do greater works than what Jesus did.
Young Don has misunderstood what Jesus is saying. Greater in what sense? Greater in power or greater in extent? You see, Jesus has done the greatest works than anyone could ever do. He made atonement for our sin. He died, he gave up his life, he rose from the dead. He has the power to give life and take it away. We don't have that power. So clearly he's not meaning greater in that we as Christians can do an individual act that's greater than his acts, his act of atonement, his amazing miracles. But what he's talking about is greater in extent. That Jesus' ministry was largely confined to Israel. But after his ascension, his followers would then take the gospel to the ends of the earth. So the influence Jesus was able to have on the people around him was very great. But he was one man living in that area. But with the millions upon millions of Christians that there are, Christians collectively can then do greater works in extent, in that we go to the world with the gospel message. Think about the day of Pentecost. Peter preaching the gospel on that day, 3,000 souls were saved, which is actually a larger amount than we see during any time of Jesus' ministry. Because the miracle of spiritual rebirth is what people really need the most of, more so than even a physical healing. Jesus doesn't promise us that we can all heal and do miracles. We even see the Apostle Paul telling Timothy to take a bit of wine for the sake of his stomach. Or even one of Paul's own companions he had to leave behind in Miletus because he was ill. Erastus remained at Corinth, and I left Trophimus, who was ill, at Miletus. Paul had to leave one of his own fellow companions behind because he was ill. We're not
Yeah, so anyway, goes on. So I think there's another point to it. Believest thou not? Oh, hang on. Show us the Father, like they're always saying. Where's the Father? Believest thou not that I am the Father? I am in the Father, and the Father is in me. The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but of the Father that dwelleth in me. He does the works. All right. So the Father in him is the one that does the works. Believe me that I am the Father, and that I am in the Father, and the Father in me. Or else believe me for the very work's sake. So you've seen the works, so that shows that the Father is in him. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. So the works that Jesus has done is attributed to you as well. So he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I'm going to my Father. So that means he'll stop doing works. Right, so whatever works you do, it'll be added on to his works as well. Alright, so that's kind of how I look at that verse. Alright, God bless.